During this game, I had one objective in mind: find IFAKs and AFAKs to unlock my second insured weapon slot. And I know the title of the video is a spoiler, but if you've ever played DMZ before, and I know you have, in Al-Mazrah, things never go to plan. I infilled solo, and while fending off AI and rummaging around Akdal village, I made a friend, Naz. He too was doing his own looting for specific items, and you know what they say, misery loves company. We loosely followed each other while looting for our own random items, and while in the hospital, some little rapscallion pinched our truck right from under our noses. We gave chase and tracked the truck down to the armory just south of Al-Mazrah. I carefully search for the hijacker, but he takes off again and we're left truckless. Again. So I sell some random items to fulfill a mission and I jump out to regroup with Nas. Luckily this guy's crossbow bolt misses my oblivious arse and I live to tell the tale. I quickly pick up our new friend and we hit the train hoping for some decent loot. Unsure what these guys are trying to achieve, I go with the flow, as one of my missions is to help squad mates complete their missions. I think this is a great idea and I hope the developers put more missions like this in the mode. It promotes actual teamwork towards missions, which in my opinion is the whole point of DMZ. A quick map check to see our objectives and this pops up. A plea for help. Little did we know what we were getting ourselves into. Now you'll have to bear with me a little bit on this one, because this turns out to be a 3v4v2. I down XP Roz, and I see Yellow come flying around the corner like Vin Diesel on a murder spree, and Yellow finishes XP. After landing some shots from the rooftop and weakening the enemy, I parachute down into Shitshow Alley, and I down and kill Jachi. Stealing some loot and topping off my plates, I close the distance and use the car as cover. I use a Semtex to get him out from cover, and I down and kill Brain Dad. It's at this point that Yellow revives XP Roz and he ends up joining our team. And I don't know if it's complacency or too much faith in my teammates, but I stand out in the open and get sniped by Dragon Phoenix. I tried to help my team out by pinging on the map where Phoenix had sniped me from. While this is all happening, Lecky kills Blue, Yellow kills Lecky, Dragon Phoenix kills Yellow, and now we're down to one, who's fighting at least two. XP gets blindsided by a bouncing Betty left by the car, and Phoenix, still the thorn in my side, turns up and kills XP, and all is lost. Yellow even leaves the game. Then from out of nowhere, in comes the Easter Bunny from hell. He downs Phoenix and his stupid Santa Claus hat. They quickly hit the revive, cleverly split up and find cover. That's when the bunny evens the fight and revives me. We split up and find cover. Another firefight ensues. Phoenix downs the bunny and I get Phoenix. After a quick trade with Lecky and a flashbang later, I realise I've downed him, and that's a little bit of a breathing space. Phoenix jumps the wall to catch the bunny off guard and downs him, and I get him back, but this time he hasn't got a self-revive.
You shouldn't have killed my friend.
I work my way around to the road where I last saw my yellow teammate gunned down. At this point, in all the confusion, I still hadn't realised he'd left. All of a sudden, shithead number 4 appears and shoots in to restart the shit show. I use his eagerness to put him out of the fight faster than he flew into it. I take a snipe shot that the enemy had cleverly posted underneath the truck in front of me. I panic and call mortars onto the roof, where I'd presumed the shot had come from. And in my scramble, at the front, I saw the sniper glint further down Shitshow Alley and ran off to a safe distance. I revived Green and attempt to reposition to try and get the drop on any remaining enemies. Jashi strikes again and takes down Green. Distracted, I quickly take down Jashi for the second time in this firefight, but this time he has no self-revive. I revive Green again for some extra backup, knowing that there's at least one still out there. We spread out, I down Lecky, and Green goes for the finish. And that's the Prof clan, finally dispatched. I revive Naz to get him back on the team, but after all the trouble they've caused and the shithousery, I really didn't feel like getting any of the cross team back up. Unfortunately, DMZ now has a "you only plea once" rule, so we lost XP ROS during the fight. After giving ourselves a pat on the back, and a laugh about what had just unfolded, we searched for anything of value, took some dog tags, headed to the buy station, and plated back up. I think it's time to leave. We buy a personal exfil, go for the safe option, and head there. After some obligatory crouch celebrations, firing our weapons, GG's all around. This match is a prime example of why I love DMZ. Anything can happen, and it never goes to plan. The PvP fights can be intense, and you make friends and enemies along the way. Like the video, you slugs.